Hey guys, welcome to our channel. It's Austin and Jeanette.
Hey.
And on this channel, we talk about dominating your finances.
Yep. So today we're going to talk about, should I sell my car to get out of debt?
And the answer normally is yes.
But we said no. So this is what happened. So we're car people, right? So I love the Acura Integra, like the old one, like the 1998 one that's all white, Type R. Love, love, love. So you know what Honda did? Because all of us little kids, all of us millennials were growing up and finally got money, they came out with the Civic Type R. So you know what Mama had to go buy one.
Yep, and here we are with $40,000 in debt and sinking $1,000 a month into this thing, and it's sitting in the garage because we want to baby it. And then
it was so beautiful, y'all. It was so beautiful. It was blue, it was pearly, and I would drive it on Fridays. I wouldn't let anybody get in it or touch it. And she purred like a kitten.
It was amazing.
It was so beautiful. And then we realized
that we were in a sinking pit.
Yeah.
Of quicksand.
Yes.
And apparently everyone else in the world is in the pit.
Yes.
So because the average American pays over $500 a month on their car note.
On their new car. On their brand new car.
We paid $1,000 because we thought it would be a great idea to get rid of 2 depreciating assets.
Yeah.
And move it into one.
Yeah. So instead of having 2 car payments, we have 1 car payment that equals 2 car payments. And that's smart, right? No. So we ended up selling it. We actually had to take out a loan to sell it because it was worth less than we owed on it.
A little bit.
Yeah, it was like $3,000.
Yeah.
Like that.
And we sold it for some reason. That car holds its value pretty well, but a majority of cars do not.
Nope.
And so that's one of the reasons that having a large car debt is one of the #1 reasons people can't get out of debt, is because they're so upside down, and because the consumer car industry keeps putting out cars so that people feel like they need to buy another one. They have to have the
new thing.
Yeah.
So basically what happens is you have your car for 4 years, right? And then you're paying this $300 a month on your car, right? And then, you pay it off and you're like, oh, I paid it off. It's time to go get a new one then. No, it's not. You should just keep it, or you should never have a payment to begin with. But people do that, right? So now you're in another new car, and because times have changed, your new car payment is now $350 instead of $300. You're like, oh, I can do another $50. That's nothing. So you're paying $350. Then you know what happens? All that money that you've made, that you spent, you could have been making in the stock market if you had put that $300 or the $350 in the stock market. Instead, you're gonna have nothing to show for it in a day, when you could have literally $1 million in the stock market if you just invested $300, $350 a month instead of putting in a car.
So the scale we use to determine whether or not you should get rid of your vehicle is these 2 metrics.
Yes.
1, how much is your annual salary, and is the car worth more than half of it?
So basically, I make $60,000 a year, let's say. My car is worth $30,000. Worth $30,000, not how much I pay for it. Worth $30,000. So that means that my car's worth $30,000. I can afford that car, right? I can afford it if I can also pay it off in 2 years. So I can have a car that's worth $30,000 and or pay it off in 2 years. Then I can keep the car, basically. If the car is less than that, I can keep the car.
Another thing we talk about is, since we've migrated away from having any car debt whatsoever, we have a few beater cars and we use those to get to work and travel each day, but those cars don't make up more than 10% of our net worth.
Right.
So no matter how much, let's say you had $100,000 worth of net worth, it's the best scenario to not have any depreciating asset over 10%.
Which is $10,000.
Right, so $10,000. That way you've hedged your bet of generating wealth for a long time.
Right, because at the end of the day, that's the goal. The goal is not just to be debt free. The goal is to gain wealth and to be able to go on vacations, live life free, to travel the world, do whatever you want.
Live the American dream.
Debt free.
And the thing is, American capitalism, and I'm not against capitalism at all. I love capitalism, but I'm saying the American cog, the wheel of it, prevents Americans from living the American dream as if they don't make educated financial decisions.
Right. So if you want to hear more about stuff like this, subscribe to our channel because we make videos like this all the time. So we'll see you guys soon.
Bye.